A talented multi-sport athlete who spent decades on and around the football field. A man who guided the Tiger Cats in their glory years. And a person who earned a litany of accolades while being amongst the most influential in Canadian football history. You'd think I was talking about three different individuals, when in reality, it is just one. Welcome to the Fifth Quarter Show Legends. My name is Rick Zamprin, and I'm ecstatic that you're taking some time to spend it with me here today, learning about the who's who of Ticats football. In our 18 previous episodes, I have profiled some of Hamilton's best players on offense, defense, and special teams, even in the front office. Today's Fifth Quarter Show legend is Jake Gaudaur. Jacob Gill Gaudaur Jr. was born in Orillia, Ontario on October 5th, 1920. He attended Orillia Collegiate Institute, where he won a national championship in rowing, just like his father, Jake Sr., had done in 1892. And he won the National Junior Lacrosse Championship by leading the Orillia Terriers to the Minto Cup. Jake Jr. was 17 when his father passed away, and 2 years later, Jake started playing football. At 6'2", 230 pounds, Gaudaur caught the attention of the Hamilton Tigers, who signed the center and linebacker for the 1940 season. During the Second World War, Gaudaur was based at Uplands Air Force Base in Ottawa, where he served as a pilot and was responsible for training other pilots. In 1941, he joined the Toronto Argonauts and then moved to the Toronto RCAF Hurricanes in 1942 and helped them beat the Winnipeg RCAF Bombers 8-5 to claim the 30th Grey Cup. Gaudaur joined the Ottawa Combines in 1943 and the Camp Borden RCAF Hurricanes in 1944 before becoming a player and part owner of the Toronto Indians in 1945 and 46. He then signed with the Montreal Alouettes for the 1947 season. Gaudaur rejoined the Hamilton Tigers in 1948, and when the Tigers and Wildcats merged in 1950, he became team captain and bought a home in Burlington. The 32-year-old Gaudaur became the Ticats director in 1952, but returned to the field for one last season in 1953 and helped the Tiger Cats win their first Grey Cup, beating Winnipeg 12-6. Gaudaur became president of the Ticats in 1954 and added the general manager's title in 1956 and was responsible for signing future stars such as Bernie Filoni, Garney Henley, Angelo Mosca, John Barrow, Ellison Kelly, Joe Zuger, Tommy Grant, Willie Bethea, Cookie Gilchrist, Don Sutherland, Bob Krause, and the list goes on and on. During his 12 years as GM, from 1956 to 67, the Ticats appeared in the Grey Cup final 9 times and won it all in 1957, 63, 65, and 1967. While he was climbing the ladder in Hamilton's front office, Gaudaur was doing the same from a league standpoint. In 1959, he was named president of the Eastern Football Conference, and in 1962, he became the CFL president and was instrumental in establishing the Canadian Football Hall of Fame in Hamilton. When the CFL needed a new commissioner in 1968, Gaudaur was a natural choice. Over the next 16 years, Gaudaur lifted the Canadian Football League to new heights. He helped set up the Players' Pension Plan, signed new television contracts with Carling O'Keefe breweries that greatly boosted league revenues, and attendance figures nearly doubled under his watch. Gaudaur ended his tenure as commissioner in 1984, becoming the league's longest tenured leader ever, a stretch of longevity that is yet to be matched. Gaudaur was described as a polite, classy, and frugal negotiator who carried a strong belief that the CFL stick to its Canadian rules and traditions, despite heavy influence from the National Football League. He also set up the CFL Play Safe Award in conjunction with the War Amps in 1983. The following year, he was inducted into the Canadian Football Hall of Fame and the Toronto Argonauts Hall of Fame. He was made an Officer of the Order of Canada in 1985 and was enshrined in Canada's Sports Hall of Fame in 1990. Gaudaur passed away in 2007 at the age of 87, and 3 years later, the CFL presented the Jake Gaudaur Veterans Trophy to the player who best demonstrates the attributes of Canada's veterans in times of war, peace, and military conflict. In 2021, Chris Van Zyl became the first and thus far only Ticats player to win that award. Jake Gaudaur, a six-time Grey Cup champion who was added to the Ticats Wall of Honor in 2004, is a true legend. What an illustrious career and what an incredible figure in Canadian Football League history. Thanks for watching this edition of Legends. Another Ticats icon is going to be featured next week, and the next chapter of Seasons will drop next Tuesday. Click subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment as well. Until next time, Oski Wee Wee.